Welcome back. Actor Bob Odenkirk has racked up many awards over his career, but he's sure to be putting this one at the top of his list. We've got the delicious details for you right now in our Hot Topics, brought to you by Tootsie at Walton Arts Center. Award-winning actor, writer, and best-selling author Bob Odenkirk, perhaps best known as shady lawyer Saul Goodman on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, was named 2023 Man of the Year by Harvard University's Hasty Pudding Theatricals. Odenkirk will receive his Pudding Pot Award in February. Hasty Pudding Theatricals, which dates to 1844, has handed out a Man of the Year award since 1967. Now, last year's recipient was Jason Bateman, and previous honorees include Bob Hope, Dustin Hoffman, and Sean Connery. The awards are given out to people who have made lasting and impressive contributions to the world of entertainment.
Okay, good for him. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, SpaceX has launched its latest Starlink mission from California. The Falcon 9 rocket lifted off with no problems and accelerated through a layer of clouds as it carried a payload of 51 small Starlink satellites into orbit. This launch was originally scheduled for January 9th, but it was delayed due to bad weather, if you remember that. After the first stage separation, the reusable rocket returned to Earth and landed right on target. Starlink is SpaceX's web of satellites that offers broadband internet around the world. It currently consists of more than 3,000 satellites.
Wow, that's a lot. I hear they're trying to get, I think they have approval to go way more than that, like 12,000 or something.
Nice.
So cool. Well, some sad news now. David Crosby, the legendary singer-songwriter and founding member of the Byrds and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, has died. The two-time Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee died after a long illness, his wife said in a statement to Variety. Crosby, who was born in Los Angeles, joined the Byrds in 1964, scoring their first hit with Bob Dylan's Mr. Tambourine Man. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, later known as Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, when joined by Neil Young, they were founded the following year and released a series of hits with Marrakesh Express, Just a Song Before I Go, Woodstock, and others. Crosby was inducted into the Hall of Fame twice, once in 1991 with the Byrds, and then again 6 years later with Crosby, Stills, and Nash. He will surely be missed.
Sing a song.
Yes.
About David Crosby song.
Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. Yeah, that's all I got.
I knew you would know.
Ah.
Now, there are new developments in the Russ movie set shooting. Criminal charges have been announced in the case by New Mexico's district attorney. Actor and producer Alec Baldwin has been charged with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter in the fatal shooting of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. The incident happened on the New Mexico set of the Western movie Rust, if you remember, back in 2021. Also facing involuntary manslaughter charges, the film's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, who was in charge of the weapons on set. I didn't even know that that was a job of armorer, so that's very, very interesting. So this is a story I've kind of been following very closely to see what was going to happen here. So I'm sure there's going to be even more developments after this.
Got to keep our finger on the pulse of this one for sure. Well, do you have a passion for aviation and a desire to work within a dream crew? Check this out.
Yes.
Netflix aviation department, I didn't even know that was a thing. They want you, the streaming giant Netflix is hiring a flight attendant for one of its private jets. The role requires the Northern California-based flight attendant to carry up to 30 pounds, travel the world for extended amounts of time, and be capable of long periods of standing. The streamer said the ideal candidate can provide confidential air transportation and should be able to perform the job with discretion. Interesting little note there. While the company hasn't provided a specific compensation range for this role, it lists the overall market range for similar positions going from $60,000 all the way up to $385,000 a year.
Long periods of standing, eh?
Yeah, I know.
I'm out.
I know. I could. My legs
now,
are hurting.
if you said long periods of sitting while also drinking cocktails,
then we're
also wearing a really cute pantsuit or skirt outfit
while being photographed.
Yes.
Right.
Then I would totally sign up for that.
Sounds like a different job.
I mean, if Netflix wants to kind of like finagle that job description a little bit, maybe I'll consider.
We'll see what they can do.